So the questions you guys all want to know from a real NSX owner. How long you had this car?
2 years.
2 years? All right. And do you daily it?
No, do not daily it. I don't daily any of my like quote unquote fancy cars.
Tell us why you don't daily it.
I don't daily those cars because people drive crazy in the Bay Area. You get cut off constantly, and then like people like to watch the cars, and then they're not paying attention to where they're driving. So like any
and
car,
this car's hella low too.
Well, that and it's like they're watching me, and then I'm watching them. So it's like it's complicated. So I'm like, man, you know, traffic's crazy out here.
Yeah, and these things are just going up in value like crazy. So
exactly,
you don't want to risk any somebody not paying attention, just texting. That's how I am with my RX-7 too.
Like one time I saw a Lamborghini going, and I'm looking at the Lamborghini. I was like, oh damn, that's clean, right? Try to take a picture, almost slammed into the back of the Lamborghini.
Driving this thing?
Swear to God, I was like, I cannot be those people.
Yep. All right, let's talk about price. That's like the first thing that prevents you from getting a car.
All right, so
where are they at right now?
So the prices now are like super high, even for like a salvage title one. So I think for a salvage, you're probably looking at like 40 to 50, and that's like a rebuilt salvage, like repaired driving car, and then one that's clean title, especially a manual, probably like 70, maybe 80 and up.
All right.
So there's a lot for sale now because I think people are trying to like get their money back, recoup, and a lot of people are making money off of the car, especially if they bought it.
So take the profit.
Yeah, because they've enjoyed it for like what, 20 something years.
Yeah.
So they're like, you know, I can go get a Porsche or just get my money back.
So is there a difference between auto and manual in the pricing?
Yeah, there's a price difference, probably about maybe like 10 to 20,000. Depends on the condition. Like if there's a clean, super clean auto, I think somebody might be interested in it, but they're always interested in the manuals, even though the automatics were more expensive when they first released them, which is crazy.
Yeah, well, and even cars now, like the automatics go for a few grand more, but
it's like inverting. Like everything is switching. Like back in the day, it was like, oh, I want my luxury car with my automatic. You know, I call this my iced coffee car because it's automatic, and I can drink my coffees comfortably. I don't have to stick
Where's your coffee of choice?
I'm on Phil's now. So if you're in the Bay Area, try Phil's coffee. It's my favorite.
Miles per gallon. That's important, especially with prices at $6 now.
All right, so this one is perfect on miles per gallon. If you're just cruising it, like not smashing or nothing like that, like I got to LA with like one fill up.
One fill up. How many gallon tank?
I think it's like a 16 or a 15 or something like that. It's pretty small.
That's not bad.
But like, it's so efficient. Like, if you're cruising a car that's like 70, 80 miles an hour, it's perfect. Like,
if you had to put a number on it, what, like 20 mpgs, plus or minus?
It's like if you're like super saving gas and just chilling out, probably like 30.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn,
like it's that good.
Because it's a Honda.
Compared to like all my other cars, this is the best. So if you're worried about gas, you don't have to worry about that in NSX.
Wow.
And that's automatic.
30, that's impressive. 30 out of a sports car?
Like, dude, I drove half tank from here to like maybe a couple miles into the 5, one fill up. I was in LA after that.
Wow.
And I was in LA driving around, went to like Ventura. Actually, no, I went to LA first and then turned around and went to Ventura.
Considering this for a daily driver, U-turns.
Daily driver.
How's this thing for U-turns? How's the steering on this thing?
U-turns. All right. It's better than an Evo.
Yeah, that thing was bad. I
I
tried to do a U-turn in the intersection.
Yeah.
Nope.
All right, so U-turns, it's not bad. It's decent. It's not the best. But if you can, you know, kind of go wide the first time and you can... Reliability.
Let's talk about that. Any issues or known issues?
All right, so yeah. This car has had one issue, and it was a misfire that I was trying to trace down. But it was only at cruising speed, so like 60, 65. And it didn't give me a code, but it was for the EGR. So, quick fix, unplug it and it's golden.
Just leave it unplugged?
Yeah, because it'll turn on the check engine light at that point, and then the car will just run normal. until you can clean out the EGR system. But you have to take off the intake manifold, blah, 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 blah.
Okay.
But in terms of reliability, no major issues with the car. Like, nothing. Like, I literally bought it, spark plugs, oil change, air filter, nothing.
So just basic maintenance.
Yeah,
Honda
basic maintenance.
Honda
Just
reliability.
do your timing belt and your water pump and your like tensioners. The tensioners kind of like to go bad, especially when they get wet. So if you drive it in the rain, pay attention to your tensioner.
How about comfort?
Oh, that's a big one. So
yeah, let's talk about
that kind of goes into the dailying. So if you're over 6 feet, 200 something pounds, it's not gonna be comfortable, like at all. Especially with like the lower cushion. It's so much cushion on that seat that it's like makes you sit so much higher than is necessary. And so a lot of the mods is people will take that bottom cushion out, which I've already done, and I just put like an old bucket seat cushion that I have. It's like a super thin foam cushion, and that gets you to sit way lower in the car, and you're way comfortable, way more comfortable.
Okay.
So
is being tall, is that more of a leg room issue in this car or a headroom issue?
it's a little bit of both. So if you don't take the cushion out, it's going to be a headroom and leg room.
Okay.
Because your legs will like almost contact the steering wheel if you're too tall.
Okay.
And that's with the seat all the way back on lean mode. So, you have to take the cushion out. Like,
okay.
If you want to keep the stock seats, just take the cushion out or get it cut down, and that'll solve like your head issues and any like steering issues that you have.
Okay. And then going along with that, the comfort question. So what about like on the freeway or daily? Like, is it bumpy? Is it noisy? Like any of that kind of discomfort?
So there's no noise unless you have like a I don't know, like a Falcon or a Hankook. Like these are Hankooks. Oh no, these are Toyos.
Toyota.
So there is tire noise, but besides the tire noise, there's no other like noise issues. Ride, stock suspension's great. This is just on lowered spring, so it retains the stock shocks. So it's still great, and it's not too bumpy to the point where it's like uncomfortable.
Okay.
It's like kind of hard to explain. Like you can go over a speed bump pretty quick and not have to worry about like, oh, I'm going to scrape something. It's going to be like a crazy bump.
Okay.
But it handles a little bit better. So that's the reason why I didn't want to do coilovers, is because coilovers is going to make me want to like get fitment and then play with all this stuff that I don't want to touch. Like springs, it just lowers it.
Oh, it's on springs right now?
Yeah, it's on springs.
Okay, so this is not stock height.
No. So it's like, I think it's like 2 inches in the back, 1.5 in the front.
Chances of getting pulled over in this thing. Are you worried all the time? Like, oh, I'm going to
get pulled over once.
In 2 years?
In 2 years. So one time, and I was coming back from Thunderhill. I don't know. Maybe he liked the car and he pulled me over.
Okay. So it's not like a 240. You just
no, it's not like
things are cop magnets.
Yeah. So it's not like a hot boy kind of car. Like I think if you get pulled over and you're not doing anything reckless, it's probably more likely like they want to see the car.
Okay.
Or like there's something stupid, like a license plate cover. Like there's millions of people with license plate cover, but you decide to pull over this.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, because I think that's like a, if you're dealing, you don't want to always have that paranoid feeling like, oh, I'm gonna get
I don't
pulled
think they're
over.
checking for these kind of cars.
Okay.
Like they're checking for 240s and clapped out. No, like if you got a clapped out 240 dog, just leave it at home. Don't even do it,
because 7 out of 10 chances you're gonna get pulled over.
Exactly,
in that thing.
for something.
And last question: does it pass the look back test?
Look back test.
When you're walking away from the car.
Yes.
Out of 10 times walking away from the car, how many times are you gonna look back at it?
10 times.
So every single time.
Every single time.
Every time.
Every single time.
Okay.
Because like you close the door, right, then you walk away, and it's for some reason it's like you just, I don't know, like you look at it and you're like, maybe the angle this time is gonna be super clean, and like sometimes you turn back around and you're like, damn, that's a sexy angle, and you like take a picture.
Yep.
So yeah, it's like 10 times.
Every single time you're gonna look back and no regrets.
Every single time.
You're like, yeah.
It never fails.
I own this car.
Yeah, it's just crazy.